surprised me, as Wikipedia says here, that a lot of people apparently use this song for their wedding song, believe it or not.
Get the hell! I was about to make it. Chris, don't even try. You're so full of shit. Your eyes are brown right now. Give me a break.
It's like, I don't know where our marriage went wrong.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Into the Music. My name is Greg, and that guy over there, he's Chris. And Chris, what do you got, man?
I'll tell you. Funny you should ask.
I'll tell you.
Rodney Dangerfield there. Okay, we've got a band named the Cardiacs. How's that for a name? The name of the song is Tarred and Feathered, and this is a request from Chubby Phil.
Hey, Chubby.
Guess you got the Pandemic 15 going on there.
So
he's that little rascal. Remember Little Rascal, Chubby?
Chubsy Wubsy. His name was Julius, though. That Phil.
He Mrs. Crab out.
Crabtree.
Mrs. Crabtree.
I got an aching in my heart. All right. So I'm gonna go take Tarred and Feathered, and I'm gonna go check it out.
Yeah, Chubsy Wubsy will be very happy with you.
But we do. They're ours, and we use them in this weird tube film of their single Tarred and Feathered, which I'll be if I goof again.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. What's it like flying high? I've come for a week, but the tar makes me cry. That holds me together, tarred and feathered, breathing at home, hoping for the day. The radio and television's thrown the rest away. Oh dear me, look who's come around. Now all I have to do is hide my body in the ground. All I have to do when they who to the sea go down and in the waters ply their toil are lifted on the surge's crown and plunged where seething eddies boil.
That was fantastic. All right, fellas, that was great. Thanks a lot. So that's it, fellas. That's a wrap. You didn't shoot off the stage, did you?
Not once, Jeffrey.
You didn't?
Not once.
Are you sure?
Positive?
Because we don't want to show it's a railway yard.
No, you won't see it's the railway yard at all.
Thanks a lot, man.
Shall we go home?
Let's go home.
Let's go home.
I don't know what the hell I just watched. That was something else. I'm gonna process my thoughts a bit before I get on with Chris again. Wow. Hey, I'm back. So that's what happens when punk, progressive, and weird have a threesome, and that's the kid, that comes out of that.
Oh, progressive and weird.
And someone
Yeah.
pumped out a kid, and that's what that looked like.
I think
And that's
it's
what it
more
sounded like.
If Weird Al Yankovic, and it's a cross between him and like Spike Jonze,
There was definitely Spike Jonze in there. Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
with the whole,
They're carrying on the tradition.
yeah. There was a little bit of slapstick, the guy is like kicking the one guy with his foot, and just, and they had all the
Yeah.
facial expressions and the music too. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they look like they were dead, It's just dead or mannequins.
They almost look like, you ever see
Or sad clowns.
yeah, which is really scary, creepy clowns, right?
The creepy clowns, yeah.
Remember they used to there was a period of time where people would just spot these clowns that just stand there. Remember? The
No.
creepy clown thing that was going
Oh,
on.
the creepy clown thing, like about 5 years ago, Halloween.
Yeah, like people would actually do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah. Yeah, the clown posses.
like Insane Clown Posse, that band. Well, then no, they didn't. No, these weren't in posses. These was just solitary.
I was just due to play on the clown posse
Yeah.
thing. Yes, I know.
Clown
But
Posse is like they got the makeup on and they're going with the lasso.
It was
like
a big-
that, like we're gonna hang them
it scared my kids. My kids were really afraid to go out and trick or treating because of it.
because of clowns.
Yeah, and it was happening right before Halloween one year, and it was like, is this going to continue on Halloween? Kids can't get the candy and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
because parents were
not
upset
innocent
because
like when we were kids.
yeah. So anyway, but let's get back to so.
I'm having more fun with this, talking about insane clowns and creepy
But
clowns.
it just it was, I was trying to get into the music, and visually it was so it was so
If you just heard the music, what would you think about it?
that was the music and what you were looking at sort of went hand in hand. It was
Yeah, they
very
really did, yeah.
it was very odd.
Well,
It was
right.
interesting though. I mean, I always find I don't just to other people like shut it off and that's it. It's more like
let me listen to it at least once.
well
right?
because they had the fact that they created this.
Well, here, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Give me some
Well,
context. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to touch on that what you said about that. You don't really listen. The music and the video go hand in hand. So that's one of the things. One of the things they're known for is their theatrical shows.
Okay.
Yeah. So they were formed in 1977. Okay. Yeah, so they're, like I said, they're noted. They're an eccentric kind of band, This particular song came out on a compilation in 90. No, actually, the original was in 87, I believe. Okay, then it came out on a compilation later. That's what I was mistakenly looking at. So 87 sounds about right, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Or even before then. I'm looking at it, I'm like, what came, I'm thinking of the Buggles with the first MTV video.
Well, there was a young
But-
kid who introduced them at the beginning, and he
He looked
had like a very
familiar.
80s. He did, and he had a very 80s haircut. So I would say like
Yeah.
80s. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so 87. That's that's right.
Yep.
Now this is some dark irony here. They were okay, so they, like I said, they got together in 77 and they were active from 77 through 78. Now the reason they stopped then was, it says here that they were placed on indefinite hiatus following a 2008 hospitalization of Tim Smith, who was the frontman. He was hospitalized after cardiopulmonary arrest, and it led to a neurological disorder called dystonia. So that's some dark irony there, that he had
Yeah.
a heart issue.
Right,
And
and
the name of the band is
it's
Cardiacs.
Cardiacs. Wow.
So now, I got to tell you, like I as novel as this was, as like more of a novelty act kind of thing, I wasn't crazy about it. It was crazy, but I guess I wasn't really in the mood for it. But you're the one
Okay.
reacting to it, so.
No, because
But
it wasn't like, give me weird, give me off the rails, give me, Left Turn in
Patsy
Albuquerque.
Kenner?
Left Turn in Albuquerque. Give me that. And there's a cool bass part. There is a guitar,
Yeah.
that
But
is,
the quirkiness of it really took
What jumped
took
out?
away from concentrating on
yeah,
that.
because,
They're
we are,
very talented from what I see.
I
but-
mean, as a theatrical, it was theatrics. What I was watching
Yeah.
more was, it was more theatrics than like music. And there was a song that sort of accompanied their skit. It was really watching a skit more, and
Yeah.
and it was interesting. It was kind of, and it was kind of humorous like that, and they were being quirky, and and that was their
Yeah.
act,
I bet if you saw that video back then, if we saw that video back then, we'd be talking about it more, because you definitely notice when you look at the video that it's of its time. You know what I'm saying? And we've
Right.
seen so many videos by now. That was probably a newish kind of thing.
But do you
even in
think-
87.
Okay, if we would have listened to it back then, do you think we're still gonna kind of like, go off on our way and hum the song? I'm in the shower, I'm humming that song. No,
I can't
mean,
even hum it. I'd have to listen to it again.
It's I'm just gonna sort of settle on that point, that it's there was nothing from that
But,
song.
I
that
wonder what someone would think if we're doing that in the shower, man. If they
That-
hear that. I mean, they'll just be calling a shrink, man.
Oh my God. Yeah. So anyway, but you get the point. There was just nothing from the
Yes.
song really, that I could just take away and say, man, that bass, that piano part, that whatever, just nothing really memorable from the song.
Well, because there
except-
was so much going on. Also,
Yeah, and
There's wacky
again,
instruments and stuff, right?
again,
Jones, I'm telling
again, just the way I see it, it was more the skit and the music fit the skit. It was more, I had to know more about this band. Like if
Yeah.
if there's so much of what they put out is like this, and they were just in the studio and they would come up with all this crazy stuff, and then they would just and then they were creating videos to the music. Okay, then someone's gonna show and say, Greg, you're wrong. Okay. It just, yeah, I mean, but then again, if this is what they built their sort of, this was what they did, then again, they have a following, they have people, they have
Well, there's
people like
definitely
Phil,
there's definitely a place for it,
but we talk about it, it may not be my cup of tea, but
right?
the fact that, that was sort of the path that they chose, and they went down that path, and, they carved out a career for themselves.
You got to have your wacky stuff too,
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
That
I
was
mean,
a-
Dr. Demento has a whole show of it, Yeah. I mean,
that
he
was
built
a
his
resounding
reputation on that.
agreement there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
And,
coming to take me away. Ha ha. Hee hee. ho,
Another
the funny
thing
bomb.
which surprised me, as Wikipedia says here, that a lot of people apparently used this song for their wedding song, believe it or not.
Get the hell. I was about to make it. Chris, don't even try. You're so full of shit. Your eyes are
Yeah.
brown right now. Give me a break.
It's like, I don't know where our marriage went wrong. Maybe it's the song you started.
And they put makeup on just to go with it.
Yeah. It looked like they were at a wedding, right? They were the band at a wedding, right?
All right. With that said,
Oh boy.
Chubby Phil, thanks a
You
lot.
scared a
This
lot
was-
of people out there.
I scared you, obviously. Sorry. Phil, thanks. Again, it wasn't my cup of tea, but it made for an interesting discussion, and it was fun to watch. So no, thank you. And Chris, you want to take us out?
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Hit all the good buttons, as I always say, and we'll see you next time on Into the Music.
See ya.